people have gone missing over the years over bizarre circumstances. And what's even more worrying is these people disappeared off the face of the earth without a trace. In this episode, we'll talk about people that disappeared off the face of the earth without a trace and have not been found till date. And without further ado, let's dive in. 6 years ago, this Ghanaian rapper Theophilus Tago, popularly known as Castro, disappeared with a woman known as Janet Bando at the Ade Usteri while on holidays with Asamoah Gyan, the former captain of the Ghanaian football team Black Star, and his friends. Many believe the former hip life recording artist and the woman drowned at sea following a jet ski accident at the Ade Usteri. The police found the jet ski involved in the accident, but till date, the bodies of Castro and Bando were still missing. And up till now, it's still a mystery what really happened to them. Let me use a little of your time to ask you to please click on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel to stay updated with true crime stories happening across Africa. You can as well comment, subscribe, and the country you are watching me from, and I'll be glad to give you a virtual hug in the comment section. Abdul Karim Mohammed, popularly known by his stage name Caesars, was a rising star in the Kenyan music industry. He was a teen sensation with millions of fans across Africa. Caesars made the front of newspapers and was destined for greatness. However, on the afternoon of October 13, 26, things went haywire. Caesars went for a walk and never returned. He disappeared at the peak of his career. Though there were rumors he had been found in other parts of Africa, but they turned out to be false. Winston Dele was born Brian William before he changed his name to reflect his African ancestry. Dele was an African professional basketball player who played center for the NBA's Orlando Magic, Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Clippers, Chicago Bulls, and Detroit Pistons. At the prime of his career, he retired. And after retiring, the 33-year-old learned to sail and then bought a boat he named Hakuna Matata. He made it known to his friends that he was going to sail from Tahiti to Hawaii. So on July 7, 22, Dele, his girlfriend, Serena Callan, his brother, Miles Starbuck, and the captain of the boat, Bertrand Saldo, set sail from Tahiti. Little did anyone know that would be the last time the NBA star would be seen. On July 20th, the same year, Dabot brought the boat into Tahiti alone. It happened that Dele, Callan, and Saldo disappeared at sea. Months later, Dabot was arrested in Furnace trying to buy gold with one of his brother's checks, and months later, he committed suicide after being released on bail. Till date, Dele, his girlfriend, and Saldo have not been found, though many believe they were murdered by jealous Dabot. Gene Robinson, also known as Sweet Jimmy, is a retired boxer from Miami and is remembered for fighting for Muhammad Ali in Miami Beach on February 7, 1971 as a last-minute replacement for 7 more years before he retired. After he retired, he had an interview in 1979 with Sports Illustrated writer and photographer Michael Brennan. Since then, his whereabouts has been unknown. Rico Omar Harris was a well-known professional basketball player and a standout in high school who even had the opportunity to play with the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters for a short time. He was a native of Los Angeles, California, and left Harlem Globetrotter after he suffered an injury during an assault in 2000. Away from basketball, Rico turned to alcoholism and drugs, and this caused him in trouble with the law on several occasions. However, in 2014, he left his mother's home in Los Angeles to drive to Seattle to stay with his girlfriend in order to get his life back on track. Sadly, he never made it to Seattle. His car was found abandoned outside Sacramento, with Harris nowhere to be found till date. Janet Bando was a well-known Ghanaian video vixen who worked with some of the country's most well-known musicians. She drowned on a skyjet with Castro, and up till now, her body is yet to be found. Rocco Peter Jensma, born on July 26, 1939 in South Africa, is a South African poet and artist. During the 1960s and 1970s, Jensma published 3 collections of poetry, and next to that, he created graphics and reproduction of woodcuts. In 1993, he was taken to Johannesburg General Hospital for his weekly treatment. When the Salvation Army driver came to fetch him, He was nowhere to be found. People who knew Jesmo were contacted in all the major centers. The Salvation Army checked all his shelters and attempts were made to determine whether he had entered a mental home in Pretoria. All the efforts failed to produce any trace of him. However, his pension was left drawn in August 1993, and no information of what exactly happened to him is known. Joseph Kiwetere was one of the leaders of the movement for the restoration of the Ten Commandments of God, a group that splintered from the Catholic Church in Uganda and became infamous after 778 of its members were found dead. In March 2000, the group began slaughtering cattle and massive amounts of Coca-Cola was deposited there. This event did not initially raise alarm, but they were a preparation for a feast before death. On March 17, there was a mass murder and it's believed Kibotere had died in it. But the Ugandan authorities considered him a fugitive and a mass murderer because they believed him to have escaped. Ikram Tahil Farah was a Somali civil servant with a background in international human rights law and international relations. She was employed by the Somali National Intelligence and Security Agency. According to her Somali diplomatic passport, Ikram was born in Kenya on 24th August 1996. On the 26th of June 2021, 25-year-old Ikram was abducted close to her home in Abdulaziz district of Mogadishu, which is near the NISA headquarters. CCTV footage showed her getting into a replica Nissan Toyota Jeep, and on September 2nd, 2021, NISA published a statement stating Ikram had been handed to Al-Shabaab, who they claimed had killed her. But Al-Shabaab denied any involvement in that. On September 14th the same year, Prime Minister Mohamed Hussein Robo asked Director General of NISA to submit a report on Ikram's death. Yasser was later suspended due to his failure to submit the report, but the decision was overturned by President Mohamed Abdullahi Mohamed on the ground of being unconstitutional. However, it is believed Ikram was in possession of sensitive information related to the suicide attack which killed her former boss, Abdulrahman Osman, and also a secret program in which an estimated 4,000 to 7,000 Somali military recruits were sent to train in Eritrea before allegedly being sent to fight in Tigray war in Ethiopia. What are your thoughts and sentiments about these people that mysteriously disappeared off the face of the earth? Do you know any that didn't make it to the list? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below and also click on the subscribe button to subscribe. You can also click on the cards on your screen to watch more true crime stories.